use only 4 points, 4 questions for the discussion. In Abuja, the same thing. We say, okay, we have 6. We cut from 10 to 6. Well, in the course of the discussion, I discovered that people were getting bored already, so we have to cut it short and then stop at 4 questions. Do you understand? So that's what it means. So you have to understand. So posture is very important. So the way we sit or stand can impact how others perceive us. So when you sit upright. It tells you someone that this person is a person of confidence. Do you understand? There's somebody that came into our office that he was looking for a job. And when he came, I noticed that he had zero confidence in him. Zero. I mean, zero confidence in him. Zero. Aside, I did not see any aspect of confidence throughout our conversation. I did not see one. The way he was sitting did not show any form of confidence. Eye contact was zero. Do you understand? And this is somebody that's looking for a job. So it was a concluded matter already before it was concluded. Do you understand? But there was another person that came. He was so bold, audacious. Do you understand? And working with confidence. Do you understand? With that sense of self-esteem. Do you understand? You know, it went, it flows away, and it's with us today. Do you understand? That's the difference. So this is non-verbal communication. All right. These are some of the cues that you take care of. These are some of the things that you should take notice of when it comes to non-verbal communication. We'll talk about body language. All right. We'll talk about what? Body language. We'll talk about gesture. All right. We'll talk about facial expression. We'll talk about eye contact. We'll talk about posture. These are the things we'll talk about. So take care of those, take notice of those things. Then let's look at active listening. Active listening. We have successively looked at the aspect of nonverbal communication. Let's look at active listening. What are the things that make one to know that you are listening actively? But let me define what active listening is. It's a communication technique that involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding to, and remembering what the speaker is saying. How many of you can remember what I've said here so far? You understand? If I ask you, if I don't be surprised that if I ask someone now, what constitutes effective communication, or should mention effective communication skills, you hear some things now. Why others may get it correct, others may get it wrong. You understand? So, but active listening entails ability to concentrate fully, understand, respond, and remember what the speaker says. That's what effective communication is. Some of you are responding to what I'm saying here based on what you're understanding me that I'm saying. Do you understand? That's why you're paraphrasing. Some of you paraphrase what I'm saying here now. You understand? That shows that you are hearing me, you are concentrating, you are understanding me, and that's why you are responding by tapping what you are tapping now. Do you understand? And it means that as you engage your hand in tapping and paraphrasing what I'm saying, so also it will remain in your head. Even without reading this manual, you will still sit for this exam and pass it. Do you understand? Because in the course of conversation, you will engage in that conversation, you will listen carefully. You did not just listen, you participated actively in the course of discussion by engaging, communicating, tapping, and paraphrasing what you are hearing. So that shows that you understand. You understand? So that's what it means. So active listening skills include to be focused. All right? Be focused. Give full attention to the speaker. Give full attention. We're not saying half. Some of you will come here, will come and connect, and then be doing something else. That is not too good. I can understand categorically that you may just come in, you may need to refresh yourself and all of that, and you need to also be online or things like that. You understand? So I understand all of that. But once you are able to do that, pay attention and face the meeting. So because some of you may just come back from work, or some of you even on the road, you connect and all of that. I understand all of those stuff, but try as much as possible to um, pay attention. Do you understand? Give full attention to the speaker without distractions, if possible. This may include putting away devices or maintaining eye contact. Putting away devices or maintaining eye. But here we're using devices to connect. So, but in a situation whereby I cannot go to, for instance, now I cannot go to church and be operating phone. Me, like this, as I'm here, I'm in church. They are preaching, and I'm operating phone. You will not catch me, except I'm using that phone to type the message, the preaching. You understand? If I'm using that phone to, write the message that's being preached. Otherwise, once I enter church, even call. If you like call me from morning to evening, if I'm the church from morning to evening, it means I'm not picking your call. I'm not picking any call at all until I'm done with service before I will reply your call or messages. Do you understand? That is me because I pay full attention to what took me there. Do you understand? So if I'm before God, I don't entertain any form of distraction, not call, not messages. Even my wife inside church call me, I know the pick. Maybe she's trying to locate me, like, okay, maybe I'm the church, but she's trying to locate me and all of that. You cannot find the call. No. In fact, it's permanently on silence. So you cannot even, I don't notice when you call and all of that. And if I hold it in my hand, you call it, I will not even touch it. You understand? That's what it is. Full concentration. So that is me for you. And some of you have that kind of principle as well. Don't want unnecessary distraction. There's time for all of those things. You can pay attention to it and do whatever you want to do. I cannot be in a church before God and then I'm operating set. I'm calling people even inside church. Somebody's calling me. No, 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 no. That is too much distraction. So focus, giving full attention to the speaker without distraction. You understand? Acknowledgement, using verbal and non-verbal cues like nodding or saying I see to show that you are engaged and understanding. Acknowledge, you are acknowledged. If I ask you a question, "Hey, do you understand?" You are saying yes. That is to show that you acknowledge what I'm saying, and then you are also concentrating. Do you understand? You show concentration. Otherwise, if I ask you, "Do you understand?" you will not respond because you did not hear me ask because you were not listening. Paraphrasing, that is restating what the speaker has said in your own words to confirm understanding. For example, so what you are saying is, do you understand? So what you are saying is that active listening means I should be focused, I should acknowledge, and I should paraphrase. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. So what you are saying is that is what I'm saying. So you now paraphrase and say some things like that. Do you understand in your own words? Or you can be verbatim. That is, you can say exactly what the person has said. Do you understand? There's nothing wrong about that. It shows that you are actively listening. Clarifying questions. You asking clarifying questions. For instance, I talk about the issue of certification now. Maybe someone may ask me, so how are we going to access the certificate and the certification portal? Do you understand? So that you get the guideline. So, but like I'm saying now, if you go to our website now, maybe if you finish this training, go to our website. If you can go into our website, go to certification, you see on top of that, once you click on that certification, the first thing you see on top is proceed to download or process print certificate. Do you understand? Proceed to print certificate. So you see it, you click on it, it will take you to where the certificate is. So what you need to do is to enter your details and then you generate your certificate. But you need a serial number. So even as I'm talking to you now, if you go there, You enter your details, but you'll not be able to download it because you need a serial number. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So asking clarifying questions will help you to get further understanding and then clarify other points. Do you understand? So I take time to clarify some certain points. You did not ask me about. Just told you now. So empathy, demonstrating an understanding of the speaker's feeling and perspective, which helps build rapport. And because, like for instance, now when we talk about, let me talk about this. It demonstrates what speakers' feelings and perspective. When I ask you to share this meeting, for instance, when I ask you that do a share, do comment, do likes or something, all those top of things. What we are saying here is that when you do all those things, it gives us high visibility. It means that somebody who don't know anything about the Institute of Global Peace and what the Institute of Global Peace is doing may come across it. Do you understand? By high visibility. And then when you share it, it reach out to also other people that will take advantage of this training and be transformed and then make our society better. I'm not looking at the immediate. I'm not looking at the fact that you share something. I'm not looking at the fact that you share it. Your sharing is not as important if it does not convert anybody, if it does not bring anybody, if it does not get somebody to be aware of what is happening here. Do you understand? But we know that once you share, some people are on your word, they may see it. Even if they ignore it today, tomorrow they may not ignore it. Do you understand? Or your consistent sharing of that, it will attract their attention. Why is it that this person is always sharing this thing? Do you understand? It bring them closer. And then they will take this training, and you may never can tell that this training will change somebody's life. Do you understand? So that's what we're saying. It's for the and we believe that you understand. You are trying to empathize with me now to understand my own feelings. It's just my passion for it. It's my passion for peace. I don't like I don't like violence. Do you understand? Because I grew up in an environment where my father never in my mom is dead already, but my father is still alive. And my father was a military man before he retired. But in all of these years, I never see my father raise his hand on my mom. Do you understand? Or engage in a conversation with my mom to a point that the neighbors by the corner heard my father talking to my mom. No, 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 no. You never hear such kind of discussion or engagement. Do you understand? So this is the kind of environment I was raised. So I have real passion for peace. That's one. But aside that, I also grew in a community whereby I saw people beat their wives, they will beat and be dragging. I knew of one man. That man, I was a child then, but I felt so disgusted anytime I see that man around because that man would beat his wife, drag her. That is, he would be on a bike. He will hold the woman's hand and be dragging her on the ground. The experience is still in my head when I used to reflect. When I reflect on that and I do a flashback and I saw those experiences, and then I try to compare it with my father and my mom, and I compare that man with his wife. I feel it was a disaster. Do you understand? It's a disaster. So that's my passion for peace, based on how I've been raised. So I don't know how you are being raised, but it's like that. So when we're talking about these things, we want to reach out to many people. That's our passion. We want to reach out to many people as much as God will help us. And through you, we can also achieve that. So that's what it means. So importance in communication. What is importance in communication? Importance in communication. Building trust. Building trust. Both non-verbal communication and active listening promote an environment of trust and respect. They promote what? An environment of trust and respect. That's what this means to you. enhance understanding. It enhance what? Understanding. It enhance what? Understanding. So, and then it also enhance conflict what? Resolution. Help to resolve conflicts. So when you are able to communicate effectively, it helps to, handle misunderstanding. That's what it means. So let's look at some practical applications. Practical application in negotiation. Understanding nonverbal cues can help negotiators gauge the other party's emotions and reactions. Do you understand? Active listening ensures that all parties feel their concerns are heard, leading to what? More effective outcomes. In leadership, leaders who practice active listening and are aware of their nonverbal signals can inspire greater loyalty and motivation among their teams. So that is how nonverbal and active listening help you both in negotiation and in leadership uh, engagement. So I hope we are following up. So mastering nonverbal communication and active listening can greatly enhance interpersonal interactions and lead to what? More successful outcomes in various contexts, be it in leadership, be it in negotiation, be it in mediation, be it in arbitration, be it in whatever conflict resolution, be it in personal interaction. Do you understand? It's very important. So let's look at two case studies that illustrate the importance of nonverbal communication and active listening in negotiation context. Case study one, nonverbal communication in business negotiation. All right, nonverbal communication in what? Business negotiation. Let's look at this context. A multinational corporation was negotiating a merger with a local company. The negotiation involved high-stake discussions regarding valuation, management roles, and operational integration. All right, these are the key focus of this negotiation. So look at the situation here. During the negotiation meetings, the executives from the multinational corporation displayed confident body language, maintaining eye contact, using open gestures, and leaning slightly forward when speaking. Do you understand? That is leaning. You see what I have just done now. Leaning slightly forward. Do you understand? When communicating, I lean back, I lean forward. Do you understand? That is they try to. uh So something like that. So and then and leaning forwards slightly when speaking. In a contrast, representatives from the local company appear more reserved with crossed arms. They just, you understand? Crossed arms. Are you getting the point now? They're just, and minimal eye contact. Do you understand? Minimal eye contact. So what does that tell you? You are just noticing the difference now. So let's look at the outcome. The multinational corporation's nonverbal communication cues convey confidence and openness, which help build trust with the local representatives. The local company representatives feeling intimidated. Do you understand? Feeling intimidated by the strong presence. I get a point now. Strong presence, feeling intimidated. Inferiority complex. Were hesitant to voice their concerns. That is, you see, in negotiation. Let me take you a little bit to international trade because I did masters in development studies and I did some things on international trade. Do you understand? Now, you see, when it comes to international trade negotiations, for instance, now we have what we call symmetric and asymmetric relationship. We'll talk about symmetric relationship. For instance, now we have like America and UK. They are all developed nation and advanced nation in all aspects. Do you understand? So they are on the same page. So it's possible that all of them will come into a negotiation table with high level of competence and expertise. Do you understand? But when you now have Nigeria and UK or Nigeria and America coming to a negotiation table, I bet you without any reservation that people from Nigeria may feel intimidated, unskillful. Do you understand? That's what it means. Un- Unprepared. That's what it means. And they may show also some element of intimidation and inferiority complex. I'm telling you the truth, and that's why you see all the international engagement has never benefited us. All the trade we have been experiencing unbalanced trade relationship. Go and check your record. Though. I'm not blabbering. I'm just telling you the truth. Go and check all our trade relationship. We have what we have is an unbalanced trade relationship. So that's what we have. Do you understand? So this local company will also localizing their attitude. No confidence, no eye contact, just being so reserved and all of that. Do you understand? So that's what they demonstrated here. So when you are going to a negotiation, even if you are local, be bold and audacious in your presentation, be assertive. All right? I think I'm making point here. So ultimately, the multinational corporation teams noticed this and intentionally adjusted their approach because they are feeling that these people may maybe. So they began mirroring some of the local representatives' body language, adopting a more relaxed stance. This shift encouraged the local team to engage more actively in discussion. Otherwise, they came with high capacity, high skill, and they were demonstrating those high classical skills, and then the local people began to feel intimidated. And even when you feel intimidated, even to speak, it had you feel that if I, for instance, now when you hear you are in the midst of someone who speaks clear English, very commanding English, and then you cannot speak like that. You don't want to speak. You just keep your calm. Even when you have some kind of things I want to express, you reserve. But by the time I just close the high class English and then I begin to flow with you, the Woli language, we begin to communicate as Woli people communicate. You feel free to communicate. You understand? Who I begins to blow Hausa with you, will flow on that direction. You will not feel free to communicate. Do you understand? On those kind of things, it's very important. So these people adjusted their approach and then begin to communicate with them freely. So that's me. So result. By the end of the negotiation, what happened? The merger was successfully completed. But assuming they maintained that high stance, maybe these people would have feel intimidated and then become reserved and then decline. Do you understand? So the multinational corporation learned that adopting their non-verbal communication helped create a more collaborative atmosphere, allowing the local representatives to feel more valued and empowered to share their insight. That's what it was. Case study number 2, active listening. That's on non-verbal communication that we have discussed. Let's look at the case study on active listening in conflict resolution. Let's look at the context. A healthcare organization faced internal conflict between the nursing staff and management regarding workload and staffing level. Tensions were high and communication had deteriorated. Do you understand? What is the situation? To address the conflict, the organization arranged a mediation session. The mediator, trained in active listening techniques, facilitated the discussion. Throughout the session, the mediator employs strategies such as paraphrasing, summarizing, and asking clarifying questions. Do you understand? Paraphrasing, clarifying issues, and asking what? Clarifying questions. and summarizing. All right. So very important. So outcome. The mediator actively listens to the concerns of both the nursing staff and the management, creating a safe space for each party to express their views without interruption. For instance, when a nurse shared feelings of being overworked, the mediator responded, "It sounds like you feel overwhelmed with your current workload and are concerned about patient care." Do you understand? This acknowledgement encourage more open dialogue. Like the person will not even say more things. Do you understand? Results. By utilizing active listening, the mediator helped both parties feel heard and understood. This led to a collaborative problem-solving approach where the management agreed to reassess staffing levels and implement a more sustainable workload model. The nursing staff felt valued, and the overall workplace morale was improved significantly. Do you understand? So that's what this how these two non-verbal communication or effective communication skills are being used. Non-verbal communication and active listening were used. Lastly, today we're going to look at the last aspect of today's training, which is managing emotions and building rapport in negotiation. I hope people are not tired, right? I hope people are still there and you are not tired. Please, if you are not tired and you are still listening to me, let me know. And then also, let's still, it's not too late to invite someone to take part of this training. If you are not share with someone and invite them. Don't just share, like post something. Invite them, come and take a free training on alternative dispute resolution or any course that you are interested in. Peace and sustainable development is coming up next month. November, we are going to peace and conflict management. And then December, maybe we'll look on something like social justice and advocacy. Do you understand? And I think we're going to have a lot to learn. So let's go and conclude. So managing emotions and building rapport in negotiation. Managing emotions and building what? Rapport in negotiation. So managing emotions and building rapport are critical skills in negotiation that can significantly influence the outcome. All right. So now, when you manage emotions, when you build rapport, what that does is that it improves in a very significant way the outcome of whatever you are trying to achieve. Do you understand? So let's look at managing emotions, for instance. Now, first and foremost, we told you in our emotional intelligence training what self-awareness is all about, right? That is first and foremost, you recognize your own feelings and the feelings of others. Do you understand? So that's what self-awareness is all about. Being aware of your own emotional triggers is essential. This will help you to also respond adequately without being impulsive in your response. Do you understand? So, for instance, now, if you know that certain topics make you anxious, that prepare strategies to cope with that anxiety beforehand. Maybe, for instance, now your wife wants to discuss issue of X with you. Maybe she went out and meet with her ex and she wants to discuss with you. How will you feel? How do you welcome such topics? So you have to adjust yourself to listen to it. Do you understand? Because if you don't want to listen to it, man, it will make you to be behaving like you are doubting your wife. Do you understand? So you have to listen and accommodate discussion, such kind of discussion. Do you understand? One day I traveled. When I came back, my wife was telling me how somebody and she finished from church, and then somebody just took her, and then when they approached, the man just took her even to my house, and then he was toasting my wife. Say he wants to marry her because he lost his wife some time ago, and he has been looking for a wife to marry. And then he met my wife in the church that day, and then he wants to marry. So my wife was discussing this thing with me. So this were topics that before now I will feel bad. Oh. I'm telling you the truth. Oh. Before now, if it were before now that this kind of topic was being discussed with me, I would feel bad. I would be asking questions. Why did you enter the car in the first place? Why can't you go and look for another vehicle and take? Why should you go and enter his car? Why will you even accept a lift from anybody? Do you understand that kind of a thing? So I embraced that discussion, and then I make a joke out of it. I say, he's going to pay bride price now to me. You understand? And then we discuss it and that matter. I was even telling her one day that I will go and tell her parents that somebody want to marry her, so it means that I'm taking good care of your daughter. Do you understand? That's why somebody even want to come and marry her from me. Do you understand? Those kind of things. So there was no negative feelings. There was no such kind of anything. Do you understand? Normal, and we feel, we flow, we move. But if it were before now, I'm telling you the truth. That's why I told you that even the training on emotional intelligence also train me more than you if you don't know. I'm getting a point now. So self-awareness, very important. You must understand yourself first. Understand how you feel. That will give you the opportunity to understand how others feel, and that you have a better conversation. So emotional regulations. Emotional what? Regulations. Stay calm under pressure. Stay calm under pressure. When it comes to managing emotions, stay what? Calm under pressure. Techniques like deep breathing, pause before responding, pausing before responding, or taking a break can help maintain composure. Some of us, maybe somebody offend you, the next thing is we begin to vibrate. Even Vespa will not vex like the way you are versing. You know that machine they call Vespa? The way you'll be vibrating, you will vibrate to a point that you don't want to listen to anybody, you don't want to hear anything, you don't want to even listen to the person that you, I mean, it's not like that now. Calm down. Calm all the way down. Calm down. And if you feel so provoked that one thing with me here like this, I'm talking to you, if I feel so provoked, it's better I remain quiet. I don't talk. Because if I open my mouth to talk, it's shout, I'll be shouting. So it's better I keep mute. Silence, silence is good. Because it makes someone, because by the time you are angry and you begin to say, vomit a lot of things, do you know that at the end of the day, when the anger dies down, if they tell you this is what you said, you will say, no, you did not say anything like that. No, sir, you say it. No, ma, you have said it. But you in a state that you cannot recall what that you have said. You allow your emotions to have a good part of you. Do you understand? I'm checking my time now. I think my time now is 5 spent. Let me reduce the explanation so that we can finish it. So stay calm. Example, if a counterpart becomes so aggressive, taking a moment to breathe deeply before responding can prevent what? Escalation. So it's very important. So empathy, we have discussed a lot on empathy. So reframing, you can reframe things, right? Change perspective, reframe negative emotions into constructive ones, and then engage on that direction. So in case a proposal is rejected, instead of feeling defeated, view it as a chance to refine your ideas. Do you understand? Refine your ideas. Don't feel bad because a proposal was being rejected. Building rapport, active listening. So show genuine interest. Show genuine interest. All right. Common ground. Identify shared interests in the conversation. Identify shared interests, and then you can work on. So what are non-verbal cues? Use positive body language, open postures, appropriate eye contact, and nodding can convey warmth and receptiveness. Do you understand? So building trust, personal connections are the things that will help you. So practical applications in negotiation, we have prepare. With preparation, meet opportunity. What happened? Result. During negotiation, practice active listening. Listen more than you speak. Then in post negotiation, what do you do? Reflect on the emotional dynamics of the negotiation. Go when you finish, just try and take a look, reflect how you responded and how others responded. Consider what strategies work in building rapport and what could be improved for future engagement. Do you understand? So that's how you engage. These are practical applications in negotiations. Thank you very much. This is the much we can take for today. I hope we were able to make sense in all of this conversation. I hope we're able to make sense in all of this conversation, and I hope you follow up to this very moment. Thank you very much for your esteem and wonderful participation. We are not taking it for granted at all. For you to be joining this training every day and then participating actively, it's encouraging us. It means that we are not wasting our time. It means that we are not wasting our strength. Do you understand? Thank you very much. We appreciate you. So, like I said, by uh, after this training, I will take time and check the certification portal. Once I confirm everything okay, then tomorrow we'll start generating serial numbers and sending to those of you that passed your examination on emotional intelligence so that you can go ahead and download your certificate. Do you understand? You can go ahead and download your certificate. So try as much as possible to be alert. So if there's such, we'll post the message in our WhatsApp group so that you can be able to follow up. So thank you very much. We appreciate you and have a wonderful night rest. If there are questions, maybe I will take them maybe after the meeting. I will just go and respond. But I don't want us to keep us more than the time we're supposed to have our meeting. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest. See you tomorrow by 7:30. Bye.